Hi everyone, welcome back to the I Am You podcast with yours truly, Kayastar. And just before I get into introducing my very beautiful, strong boss woman, amazing person, I just want to let you know about the podcast. So this is for people who love doing what they live and doing what they love, right? And a lot of people want to ditch their 9 to 5. They want to do what they love and they're scared to do that. So I interview people who are doing that so people can get an idea of how hard that can be and how rewarding it can be. So with further ado, I want to introduce you to Tracey, and I'll have her tell you her name and who she is.
Tracey. I own Mystic Moon Tattoo here in Port Charlotte, Florida. And I do tattoos.
And there's something really special about today, which I didn't know until I pulled up and was like, let's get this started. Today is Tracey's
7 years open.
7 years running her own shop as a tattoo artist. And that's kind of rare, actually, because you've seen businesses to the left of you, or right of you, or all around where we are located, open and close within months.
Yeah.
And you've been open for 7 years straight.
Yeah.
So how does that feel? And does it make you afraid when you see businesses just shut down?
I think that just depends on how you run your business. So, not everyone is super involved in their business where they should be. Like, there's a lot of tattoo shops that the owners don't even tattoo. So, which is wild to me. But, if it works for them, it works for them. For me personally, it wouldn't work for me. And, I have seen a lot of businesses, even in this plaza, open and it not work out, and then, either they have to start over or they have to move and start over somewhere else.
So with that being said, you brought up a really strong point that I have always wondered, because I know people open tattoo shops, and for them as the owner to do a tattoo, you have to book for a month out just to even see them, or they're out of the country, or they're running their shop and they don't do any tattoos, like she said. And you're always doing the tattoos.
Well, yeah, definitely. I'm a small shop. I'm not a corporate 8-artist shop. I got 2 artists and an apprentice. And, at some points I've had 4 artists. I've run by myself at some points, and that's just, if I wasn't tattooing, there's no way I would been able to keep the business open if I wasn't tattooing on those times that you don't have as many artists or you don't have help,
so with Tracey letting us know that, does your tattoo artist name Tracey? Do you go like Tracey with everything?
Ink Queen is my hashtag. But no, I pretty much go by Tracey.
Yeah. Okay. I've met Tracey maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think 5 years ago.
Now.
It's been a while, and I know she's a very busy person. Like she said, she does the tattoos. She runs her shop. So with that being said, do you feel like it makes you have to be stronger and harder? Is it hard to be in your feminine? Because you're a beautiful person, and you're sexy, and you're like this pin-up person, just walking. But how do you juggle being beautiful and having to be hardcore?
Well, I'm sure most owners in general understand how difficult it is to keep them all in rein. But as a tattoo female shop owner, and most of my artists being men, that has been a very learning experience where I've had to delegate some uncomfortable situations and just really have to lay down the law. And being a female, it makes it hard because, like you said, feminine energy, but I'm a very masculine feminine.
Yeah.
I have to be.
Yeah.
It's not that I want to be, it's just kind of when I clock out that I can be feminine.
Yeah.
But when I'm here, I'm business.
But when I've seen you here, I just see goddess. I just see queen status, like you said, Ink Queen. I see all that feminine energy. But then I think to myself, when someone's not doing something that's up to your par, because you do have high standards and quality in your shop. It's not like you just come in here and it's very organized, it's very clean. you abide by keeping things very sanitary. I can vouch for that. So with that being said, when someone's not up to par with your standards, is it hard for you to let them go? Like, how do you do that?
It's hard.
When you have to like fire somebody.
It's hard to fire someone. Because I feel bad, you know, like I am still a woman, and I feel very motherly over my artists, very motherly. And I've maybe let some get away with things that they should not have gotten away with.
Right.
But, you know, when it comes down to it and they've done something to the point where I have to fire them, I, you know, take them to the back room and be like, listen, it's not working out.
Do you prep yourself for that moment?
Yes.
Do you have a whole internal dialogue before
Yes.
that happens?
Yeah, mentally it's hard. And then they, you know, you don't know how they're going to react. They might be fucking pissed, you know,
yeah.
cuss me out and tell me I'm a bitch or whatever, or, you know, something. So it's never easy. And even like, you know, before tattooing, I managed a lot of restaurants. It wasn't easy then either because I had to fire their asses then too.
Oh, okay. So
But-
you've always, can you say you've always been a leader personality?
Yeah,
You've always
I've-
been about your business. You've always been wanting the one to be in
I've always
control
run
of your own life.
businesses, yeah. And before tattooing, I ran restaurants, so it's not, you know, unfamiliar territory. I think that's why it's easier for me to manage the tattoo. It's easy. Tattoo shop managing to restaurant managing is
Wow.
completely different.
Most people would think managing anything is hard. Managing their life is hard.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that because when did you start doing tattoos?
It's been 9 years now.
9 years. And you do a lot of art, and you draw. You're also an artist.
Yeah.
And you're also I would say horror enthusiast.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So do you think that your horror, because I mean, if you visit your shop, there are signs of every, I think, horror movie ever made.
Not ever made, but there's some of my favorites are up there.
Yeah, and also on your body.
Yes, that too.
So do you think that plays in with your tattooing?
Well, yes and no, but this is funny. So when I first started tattooing, I thought I was just gonna do horror tattoos.
Oh.
You know, and only do spooky things and skulls and horror, and that's fucking not like that, man.
You gotta do what they ask you.
You gotta do what they want. So I do a lot of flowers, a lot of girly stuff, infinity signs, and, you know, whatever.
So does it annoy you when someone comes in and wants a tattoo that you see as a trending tattoo? That you're like, I've done this tattoo 50 times already. Why are people getting the same tattoo?
It's funny because the energy, the vibe, like that week, say I'll have a couple line tattoos. Weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
or 2 guitar tattoos. Like, what are the odds? I haven't done a guitar tattoo in a year, but then I get one and then I get another one.
2 in the same week.
Yeah.
Or sometimes in the same day.
Nah, maybe.
In the same
Maybe
day.
the flowers. Those are the flowers. They all day
Yeah.
flowers. So.
And do you like tattooing flowers, or is that?
I don't mind.
You don't
mind. No.
In the beginning, was it like when you wanted to do just horror
well, yeah,
tattoos?
because like, you know, you just want to showcase what you want to do, and like I'll post something cool, spooky, and it'll get like 5 likes, and I'll post a flower that, you know, with a name, you know, the flower with a name.
Yeah, like the
and
stem
it'll get
is
like
a name.
100, and I'm like, you know, because that's what's in the energy field.
Yes. So would you say you're like a unicorn, that your energy field's a bit on the orbiting on the outside of the norm trending thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely see the trends though.
Yeah.
We definitely see the trends.
So right now.
Then we have our own trends too.
Okay.
So, like I do this style for like a couple years, and you know, just do that style. Maybe that's not true, but mostly that style, you know. And then I'll change it and start another style, and you know.
So you've evolved with your tattooing skills. You've evolved with the style that you use. You've been dabbling into new styles.
Oh yeah.
So what's your favorite style?
Still horror.
Horror.
Black and gray horror.
Black and
realism.
gray.
Black and gray realism.
So you like doing the shadings and the black and gray, like no colors.
Yeah, but as an artist, you'll always you'll see most artists will specialize in like black and gray, but they'll still do color. They just don't specialize in it.
Right.
It's not their like go-to. But I push myself. I've been pushing myself more lately to get out of my comfort zone and do other things. More colorful things. Colorful things are fun.
Yeah.
They are. They just take fucking forever. And it takes a really long time and it's very expensive. So whatever a black and gray tattoo is will double if it's in color.
So every time you use color, do you have to use a different needle?
No.
Oh, so you can use the same needle, but the color is what's more expensive than the black.
No, the time.
Oh, the time. Oh, okay.
The time of how long it takes to do the tattoo.
Oh, why does color make the time difference?
Because it takes way longer.
Oh, but why would it take?
It takes longer.
Like shading with color takes longer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, it's different because you're packing color, whereas black and gray is more like painterly and wispy and just
This is
color
something
packing.
we would know enough. We don't know unless we're an artist with tattoos, right?
Color packing takes way longer.
Color packing.
Because that's more of a it's like packing black.
Okay.
It's the same concept.
Do you get a lot of what I think I see happening a lot is people are now doing blackouts. Like I've noticed they don't like the tattoos they've had on their body and now they're just putting black. Are you getting a lot of those?
It was trending a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But that's like a last resort type of thing, I don't want to black out someone's whole arm.
Because you can't bring that back. That's literally
right. Unless that's if that's what they want, run that shit. But say your arm's so fucked, there's no hope, and you just would rather black it out, then okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
So I have an experience with Tracey, right? I wanted to get a face tattoo. And Tracey, obviously, you can't see all her face tattoos right now, but she has face tattoos. So something that you do that I think is different than most people, you're not money hungry, because you will tell someone that's a bad idea, like you did with me, and go put a permanent marker on your face, wear it for a while,
I did.
Make sure you want it. If you don't, then don't come back and ask me for it.
I didn't make you do that.
And most people would take your money and do the tattoo.
Yeah, most people.
And you don't. If you see something that's very horrible and you think they're going to absolutely regret it,
I tell them.
You'll let them know.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell them, especially if it's boyfriends' names. I'll be like, you really sure you want to do it? And obviously I'm going to do it if that's what they really want. But I try to.
You can't, as an artist and as someone who has tattoos, you already kind of know which people will regret in 5 years or 3 years.
Yeah, and then they're going to end up with a feather on their arm to cover the name up. So that's my go-to.
I have a name cover-up. So
is it a feather?
No, it's
flower.
It's a flower, but it's my daughter's flowers, and it's a cherry blossom, but with my daughter's flowers. So it turned out to be a really great tattoo.
Okay.
And it was in a good position. But you're right. I mean, names. Unless it's my children's names and someone that I know I love them regardless, and I'm always going to love them. Then yeah. But I totally agree with you on the name thing in it. And I think there was a trending a lot where people were putting, instead of getting married, they would put the name on their wedding finger.
I tattooed my dad and his wife's names on their
so you
finger.
have one, but that's...
No, I don't have one.
Oh, you did it for them.
On my dad and my stepmom, I did theirs.
Okay.
I've done a couple people's, actually.
And that became a thing. I'm wondering, when did that become... Do they still wear rings, or is that their ring?
Well, with my dad, he works a job that if you have a ring on and you, smash your hand, then you could lose your finger. So that was the whole reason why he got his wife's name instead.
That's a great reason. Yeah. I've never thought about that, because people who work on steel and they do I don't know, with the fire, what do you call that when they're working with the fire?
Welding.
Yeah, welding, and they do a lot of heavy duty stuff. And I've heard from many people, men, when I ask them, why are you not wearing your wedding ring? And they tell me, well, with my job, it's going to get caked up with concrete and stuff. So I'm just like, is that an excuse? Or like, are you trying to talk to someone and not show that you're married? But I guess that is a real thing. And that would be a cool alternative because it doesn't go away. You don't have to worry about taking it off and putting it on and then losing it. Because like, I lose things all the time. If I take stuff off, then it's gone. So I wanted to get into something else. Since you are, when I met you, you were a single mother. Yeah. So this is your 7th year. And you've been married for how long now?
2 years.
So for the majority of being an owner, a business owner, a shop owner, a tattoo artist, you've been a single mom at the same time. How did you balance taking care of your daughter and running a shop?
When I started tattooing, she was like 6 or 8, and that was rough because she was little. So she's a tattoo shop baby. When she
grew up in the tattoo shop.
She grew up in the tattoo shop. When she was little, I brought her with me, and it's just I couldn't afford babysitter and stuff. And the first couple of shops I worked at were 30 minutes away. So like, she went with me, and now she's 14, so she can stay home on her own.
Does she help you out with how old is the new one?
The new baby is 18 months. 18
months. And you're still opening and grinding, and you have a baby. How soon after your second daughter, there's 2 girls, right? Did you go back to work?
Instantly. As soon as I was home, basically.
After she popped out.
Well, I had to. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but right before I had the baby, Lyle got in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
And I pushed him in the wheelchair into the hospital to have the baby.
Wow.
And so I had to stay home. I think I stayed home for 6 weeks.
Wow. That's still not very long.
Not very long.
And your husband was out of commissions while you were going to have the baby.
Right. So I worked up until the day I gave birth.
And how do you deal with that type of stress, anxiety, and keeping a business open? Medical.
It's medical.
So medical marijuana helps you to stay grounded.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what would you say to single mothers who are trying to start a business or run a business and they're running into that?
It's hard. It's hard. Having support, definitely. I don't want to talk about past relationships, but when I was opening my shop, my partner at the time was very supportive.
That's
so
good.
Having some sort of support definitely helps. Now I don't bring the baby with me because
it's not necessary.
Well, I just definitely not. I attempted a couple times, and it didn't go very well.
So do you think I don't like to use the word age because I don't believe in age. I think we're young goddesses,
age.
But like, do you feel the difference? Like what we did when we were in our 20s and 30s.
My poor 14-year-old. Okay, I was 21 when I had her.
Yeah, I was 21 when I had my first child.
And then having one at 35. How old am I? 35, 36. I was 35 when I had her. It's way different.
Yeah.
But like, in your 20s, you're in survival mode.
Yeah.
You don't really know what the hell's going on. You just know you got to take care of this little child and figure it out.
Yeah.
And
would you say that your daughter motivated you to push harder?
I would be dead if it wasn't for my daughter.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was on a bad path in my younger life. I was not a good person.
So your younger self, what would you say to her, knowing where you are now? Like if you look back and
you're still alive. That's what I would say. You are still alive. But
would you let her know that you're proud of her?
Yeah. No. She can figure it out.
Are you still very hard on? Do you feel like you're hard on yourself?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So do you feel like you give other people grace and you don't give yourself the same grace you give others?
Deeply, no, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, what you said, but like myself, no, I don't. I'm hard on myself.
Yeah.
Because I have to be. Like, I have to manage the business, manage the house, manage the children, manage the husband, which is probably harder than the children.
I mean,
only when he's busy fucking himself up every a couple months because he's going on his third surgery now.
Oh wow! And that's, I mean, so
Off from the motorcycle accident.
You're caring for him. You have 2 children. One's very young, and you're still here.
Yeah.
Tattooing.
Hell yeah.
If you can estimate, because I don't think that you keep track. Probably, I don't know if any tattoo artist does. If that's a thing, let me know. Do you know how many tattoos you've done in your life?
Oh my god, I have no idea.
If you can estimate, what would you say?
I don't know. Thousands?
Like in the 5 or?
Probably more.
Wow.
I don't know. A lot.
So I have this belief. I mean, it may be a weird belief. So I believe when someone bleeds and someone's hands on you when you're bleeding, it's kind of like a blood sacrifice. Yeah. And I'm very, very specific of who I let touch my body, because I feel that person's energy as you're bleeding is a part of you. Does that sound, do I sound crazy to you saying that?
No, not at all.
So are there some people you're tattooing and you're like, I don't want to tattoo this person?
There has been, and that's the great thing about owning your own business too, is you have the option to refuse service, like if you feel that you don't want to work on them people. Because really you're working together with a client. It's very sacred, intimate. Yeah, it's definitely, a connection. And it's more than just, a tattoo. So clients, I've had the same clients for years. I've tattooed them, their kids, their whole family.
I'm one of them.
Like, oh yeah.
She's tattooed me, and my daughter was like, this is my artist. I think she did her second tattoo, and my daughter will make an appointment with you without me even knowing. And I'm like, oh, so you got a tattoo? And I'll see it on like a Facebook story, and I'm like, she was with Tracey, and she got it done, and it was beautiful. I loved it. I loved the last tattoo. I think it was her aunt's name. Her aunt had passed away. Yeah. You do a lot of memorial tattoos.
Yeah, and those are heavy, like very heavy, and I am in my feminine energy too. Yeah. So like I cry right as soon as I start crying, I'm fucking crying. Like there's one that really hit hard. I'm not gonna say details, but I had to like calm. I was shaking, crying so hard because it was close to home, And, as a kid and stuff, and those are the hardest ones. Those are.
So no one really.
I gotta hold my shit together to give them the best tattoo that I can. So I try to separate myself from it, but it's hard. It's really hard.
So would you say that tattooing is also spiritual work?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So does your spirituality guide you?
Even tattooing's been done for thousands of years by tribes. Yeah. And they would get symbols of protection or of power or their tribe name or whatever. Yeah. So it's definitely. I
think sometimes even some tribes before going into battle they would have to get a tattoo. Yeah. Or when they were in coming into a new phase in their life, like coming into adulthood. Like that transition, I think many ceremonies were like they had to get certain markings, tattoos. Yeah. I think that still is in the tattoo world, even though in the United States we probably have very commercialized tattoos, but I think that tattoo artists still have a core belief in that. Yeah. Maybe not all, but I think a lot.
Maybe not all. Definitely not all, but it is.
Okay.
I still want to get like a tattoo, from like an old shaman in the woods somewhere.
I do too. So. That's literally one of my, I don't know, Malaysia or whatever, but I want to get, or in Hawaii, or where they have this big wooden needle and they give you, you're going through it. I think that probably is more painful, but
that's part of it.
That's part of it. Yes, that's part of tattoo.
Rite of passage.
So what do you think about these artists who get tattoos and they have like they get like pain stuff to not fill the tattoo before they get these tattoos? Like they get a full sleeve in a day and they don't.
Are you talking about the people that are going under anesthesia, or are you talking about people that are using numbing cream?
I think they're using anesthesia. I think these people are using more than numbing cream.
They're definitely using anesthesia. I think that they didn't earn that tattoo.
Like that's what I'm saying.
And they might have paid for it. you know, and they might go through the after effects of healing it, but they didn't earn that tattoo.
I'm such a bad person when it comes to taking care of my tattoos. I think I will do everything I'm not supposed to do. Like, go into the sun, go to the beach the day I got the tattoo. Like, I'm such a bad aftercare person. You know, I'm not like soaking it down with Aquaphor.
Sometimes the ones that are obsessive with it, tattoos feel like shit because they're constantly dousing.
Yeah, I am like not any. You know, I'll just look at it and say, okay, I don't want it to feel like horribly gross, but I just very. I mean, I act like it was already there. I don't know.
I mean,
I won't go gardening and have dirt all in it, like obviously. But I will probably go to the beach still. And
I mean, I can't say anything. I went to the beach too, you know, but I don't recommend it because you don't want the dirty salt
the bacteria
water getting inside your skin.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll just probably go into my.
I'm not saying
not submerging.
Yeah.
So I want to ask a more deeper question. The tattoo world in the past, I think it's gotten a lot better now, was very male dominated. Do you feel it's still male dominated?
Yes, it's still male dominated. There's more female artists.
Yeah. And
even just around here, since I've opened, I've noticed a lot more female artists coming out. So.
And are the female artists, are they close with each other? Do you have other tattoo artist friends?
Oh yeah, we got like cliques.
Yeah.
You know, so most of everyone's cool. Most tattoo artists are cool with other shops and other artists, unless you're an asshole. You know, if you're just a scumbag asshole.
So they know, like, they all know to stay away from that shop.
Yeah.
Like within your community of being a tattoo artist and owning a tattoo shop. Within that community, there's other things that people on the outside would not know about.
Right, yeah, definitely.
So what's one of the biggest taboo you would say about being an artist? Because I feel like people automatically think that you're hardcore, you don't have feelings. And I feel like you're probably the most humble,
that's probably the
loving,
hardest,
sensitive person I've met.
Relationships are probably the hardest thing for tattoo artists. Not
like
all.
Maintaining a relationship.
Yes, you really got to trust your significant other, but that goes for any, you know, career, but especially our career where you see naked people a lot and you're close to them,
and
touching them
you have men
a lot.
Working with you.
And you have men working with you and you work on men. I'd say they're worse though. Women artists are pretty, you know, not saying we're all innocent, but the men artists.
Oh, so you have witnessed men artists who are married or in relationships who do cross the boundaries because they're tattoo artists.
Oh,
like they have a bad rep, like a rock and roll star. Like they have that kind of.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I'm not gonna say they all do that because that's not true.
So
right?
Percentage wise, what would you? What percentage would you?
Percentage wise, I don't know.
All right, 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10, I'd say half.
Wow, that's huge. Girls don't get with any tattoo artists that are men.
I'm not saying women are innocent either.
No,
I'm not. But
so okay, I have 1 out of 10 with women. Infidelity.
Infidelity. I'd say about half.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, they're giving it 3.
No, I'd still say about half.
So it's no different. So
it depends on the person. It really depends on the person.
So that's the taboo, that there really isn't a difference between men and women in that world.
I'd say 3 out of 10.
Yeah, for women.
And not 6 out of 10 for men.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a little.
Do you think there's other stuff that's taboo, like being a firefighter? You know, they all cheat. So.
Oh, well, I don't know very much firefighters. Actually, the firefighters I know that are my friends are very loyal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, it comes down to the person, right?
Yeah. I mean, but we are living in a town. We're not living in like New York City where they have like they're walking in and they beat up a woman everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a small town and word gets around pretty quickly here, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think that also having a good reputation makes your shop better?
Yeah, of course.
Like the way you carry yourself?
Yeah, we have rules. Like, you're not allowed to date clients. You're not allowed to have sex with clients. You're not allowed
So if a client
to have sex with clients' girlfriends. So
the ones that come in with them and come back later without their boyfriends? Does that happen?
Yeah, it does. Especially with my single artists, I definitely have to lay down the law with the single artists.
So do the girls try to come hang on the shop and you have to like tell them?
Yeah, they do.
She can't come hang here.
But see, the thing is if you sleep with your client,
they want it once for free.
No, when you stop sleeping with them, they're gonna stop getting tattoos from you.
Okay, so you just keep them coming.
Yeah.
No, wait, not keep them coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, that's rule number 1.
So I want to touch on another subject. Drugs and tattoo world. Do you think it's more heavily used?
Oh yeah, definitely. And this can be both recreational and prescriptions for Adderall. But
is it because they have to stay awake and
yeah.
Do you think that
I myself took Adderall for a very long time.
Okay.
And prescribed, of course. But I haven't in like 3 or 4 years. And yeah, I could sit for 10 fucking hours straight without breaks. Without eating.
When you were on Adderall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you could sit and concentrate. So a lot, I'm not saying all artists, and I'm sure they need it. But those are the good artists. The ones that are behaving and not, doing cocaine and doing other stuff. Okay. So at least they're getting prescribed their, poison or whatever. But
well, I would think. I mean,
a lot of artists
marijuana seems like it's a healthy.
Marijuana is not a drug.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's.
But people don't realize that artistry. A lot of people who are artists have mental health problems.
Yeah,
they have addiction problems, mental health issues. They have relationship issues. They just have issues. Right?
So, would you say the art kind of channels that energy somewhere so they're not self-demising? Right. They're not self-sabotaging?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, would you say tattooing has saved your life?
My kids did. My kids saved my life for sure. I'd be dead in a ditch without them. But tattooing,
I'm glad
I've channeled.
Thank God you're
definitely
here.
When going through like difficult things as an artist, you like channel this beauty of like darkness inside of you out and make things that are awesome.
So when you get to see that, how does that feel? Is it rewarding?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And would you say that you're doing and living the life that you love?
Oh yeah. I don't know what else I would do.
That was my follow-up question. If you were to do something else, what would it be?
The only other thing I'd be doing is when I'm old and can't tattoo anymore, I'll probably do readings, astrology readings. So.
That was gonna be my next thing. I'm like, okay, Tracey is very deeply into astrology. Would you say that you're so deep into astrology that it kind of makes you make decisions in life?
Oh yeah, I won't do.
That you base decisions off of
things
astrology?
I will not do on certain days because of astrology.
Wow.
I wear certain colors on certain days because of astrology. I don't leave my house on certain days because of astrology.
Okay, most people think that was extreme, but
it might be.
But it
might be,
sane.
Oh, I mean that's questionable. But it gives me reason. It gives me clarity as to why this shitty thing happened. And that shitty thing happened to create what I have now.
So it helps you have an understanding of why things go on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd probably be like going crazy ruminating about why it's happening.
Yeah.
And astrology kind of just helps you balance.
Yeah. Helps you accept. Like if you get a little reason why this is occurring and, you're not like shocked that this happened because you've seen it coming.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you see it coming, you can kind of prepare and just be like, huh.
So are you also into tarot and doing tarot readings, or
yes,
do you just?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't do it as much as I used to, just because baby and shop and everything going on. But I used to do a lot of readings.
So you're surrounded by a lot of energies in general. Tattooing someone, you're definitely picking up, I would think, on their energy.
Yeah.
When you're tattooing them.
I can tell when they're super scared. I can tell it just radiates through their whole body, and I calm them down, and as long as it's gonna be okay.
A bathroom break.
Yeah.
If I'm having an anxiety attack, I'm like, I need a bathroom break.
So
because I give
them some candy and they'd be okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like if you think they're gonna pass out, you're gonna give them some sugar. I always wondered why they had sugar, like lollipops, in a tattoo shop. Because me, as a person who's been getting tattoos since I was 14, I had not ever experienced like a drop in my sugar getting a tattoo. Like it, I think sometimes when you have more emotional pain, the physical pain is like
nothing.
It feels good. It's like oh, I'm alive.
Yeah.
It kind of feels, I would say for me, tattooing was an alternative to cutting.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that a lot of people that come in here, you were past cutters? Well, they can't see your ankle, but it's a lot.
Well, yeah,
it's a lot of lines.
I tattooed a lot of
lines.
Over a lot of self-harm scars.
So,
yeah,
how would you? How many tattoos do you think you have?
I don't know. I'm going for one whole body suit. That's the goal.
I think that they kind of go into each other. That they're not even the one tattoo anymore. They're like many on top of a tattoo.
Yeah.
So like, I think I have maybe 32. I'm guessing you have like, I can't even guess honestly.
Last time I counted, and it was probably
they're over 100.
5 or 6 years ago, I had 160.
Yeah,
that was 5 or 6 years
It's way
ago,
way over 100.
I've gotten a couple.
And you still have more body space.
Yeah.
So
still got space. So.
Yeah. So what's been your highlight of this, journey that you stepped? What was the catalyst that said, you know what, I'm going to open my own shop. This is what I'm going to dedicate my life doing.
Being uncomfortable. That was the catalyst. So, when I started tattooing, I was working for someone who the vibe wasn't really my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what, I was very uncomfortable in the shop.
You wanted to create your own vibe?
Yes. So I didn't plan, I thought I was opening a private studio. I wasn't planning on having other artists. I wasn't planning on, being open and doing walk-ins. It was just going to be a private studio. Mm-hmm. But then it just got really busy. And I couldn't really keep up, so that's why I started hiring people. And then,
So it grew on its own.
Oh, yeah.
So
immediately.
Your work,
as soon as I opened,
your work spoke for itself.
Yeah.
Do you think that your personality also brings people in?
Definitely.
And I know you to a certain extent, but I don't even think you like people sometimes. Like I would think that I would think you would introvert naturally.
I am an introvert, yeah.
So it's funny how you work with people, but
it's a one-on-one thing. So it's not I have to address this whole mass of people, because that when I do on Friday the 13th and stuff like that, that's overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
But generally,
and you love Friday the 13th. That's one of your favorite days.
Yeah.
But you don't.
I was born on Friday the 13th.
Okay.
So that's why.
My sister was born on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
She's an Aries, so.
But like that, it's a one-on-one. So it does even the one-on-one is draining. Like talking.
Yeah.
I don't really talk a lot though. I just kind of nod and say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's your introvert.
Unless they're like really need, because I do give advice, a lot of advice. But when I'm doing the tattoo, I don't want to talk that much, because I gotta focus. But yes, I definitely give, especially to like younger girls. I give a lot of advice to younger girls.
So in a sense, you can like see your younger self, how you're on that bad road, and you can see when someone's on that road, and you want to like. You want to plant a seed and be like, I really hope that this person doesn't go and continue.
Well, yeah, but it'd be like they ask for I'm not going to give unwarranted advice,
okay.
So if they ask, then I tell.
So I have been to artists who, they like to do their own thing, and you ask them for something, and then they will add in something that they want to add in that has nothing to do with the design they showed you or anything. And they kind of like leave their initials on you. Have you heard of that in the tattoo world? And have you seen people doing things like that?
Really arrogant artists, sure. I've had clients ask me to do that, and I said no because I thought it was weird. I mean, signing my painting is one thing, and people are like, "How is that any different?" But it is,
It's your body.
because it's my initials on your body, and that's weird. So I don't think my husband would like that either.
No, that's a bit strange. Would
Yeah.
you say that it's a high, the tattoo world is a high area for narcissistic personality people?
Oh
Like
man,
NPD people or people on the
it can be
more arrogant side?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not all. Some artists are just assholes, and they are narcissists, and they are full of ego and pride, and think they're God's gift. And but they could be doing any career and think that, but they even think that more, especially the male artists, because all the female attention they get.
And they're putting something on their body.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like you do have an energy exchange
Oh
with
yeah.
with tattooing someone
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
the blood release of that person.
Uh-huh.
So would you say that people can actually get a high from tattooing people?
I mean, if you're looking at it that way, like if you're like, I personally am not looking at what I'm getting out of it. I just want to do the best job I can on their tattoo. So to me, I'm serving.
Okay.
Other people might see it differently, where it's feeding their
Right.
ego or whatever.
So, what keeps you humble in this career you have chosen for yourself? I wouldn't even say I don't know if career is the right word. I wouldn't say hobby is the right word,
It's
but
a
this
career.
I would call it
It's a
lifestyle.
lifestyle,
I would
for
say
sure.
it's a lifestyle. I would say you live it, you breathe it. Even when you're out of the shop, you still hold something that's with you that you take into the shop every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a lifestyle for you. It's not just like a 9
It
to
is,
5
'cause
job.
even when I'm out at the store or something, people ask me about my tattoos, or see me out in public and want to talk to me, which is cool. I don't mind, but it definitely is more than just the shop. So
Do you
it's
feel
like a brand. I'm like a brand.
you're a
myself.
walking brand.
Yeah.
You are your shop.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, when people come up to you and stuff, do you give them your card, or are you just more okay?
I mean, if they are like, "Oh my god, I love your tattoos," then yeah, I give them a card.
But
if they look like they're just, I don't know, some people, they don't look like they would get a tattoo, then I don't say anything. I just be like, thanks.
you kind of feel you're
weird.
feeling it. You
I
feel
fill
it
it
out.
out,
You
yeah.
fill it out. So would you say that you are maybe more like an empath type of person?
Yeah, definitely. And then people, I guess I feel like maybe I intimidate some of them too. Which
It
I
wouldn't be
don't
the
try
neck tattoos
to.
or all the tattoos on your body, right?
But it doesn't intimidate them enough not to say, "Oh my god, I love your tattoos." So.
And that's just me being sarcastic, because I think that it comes with maybe some dogma, or maybe some false pretense or stereotype that people have.
They think
neck
I'm
tattoos.
like a fucking criminal biker bitch, but half that's true. But
I would say, well, Tracey, you do drive a black Charger and you do ride bikes, so I you do kind of fit into what.
I got more tattoos than any biker I know.
And
true.
do you love the fact that you can walk into a room full of guys and still probably be the baddest bitch in there?
Yeah, I do. And that does. I see it.
Do you think that comes from living in a patriarchal society and just saying look, women can do this too?
Yeah. Women can, and honestly, I've seen more females opening shops, which is really cool. So women can do anything that they want. They can do anything they put their mind to. So I know girls that own their own lawn businesses and are out there fucking getting it every day.
Yeah.
Mowing, and that's hard work.
Yeah.
Like
me mowing my own lawn, I'm like, I have to take 3 breaks.
it took me 2 days to mow and weed eat my yard.
You're like, tattoo's my thing.
And that's
Lawn
with
care.
my fucking neighbor mowing the front yard for me. So I just
Yeah.
had to do the back, and it still took me 2 days.
So
But
I want to circle back really fast to how did you get started? Like, how did you get the capital to open your own shop? How did you get the equipment to get all this stuff going? Was it hard to get a license to be a tattoo artist?
It was scary. It was really scary. I took out a loan. Very scary.
Wow. So you could have
and I was just
failed
hoping.
and
Oh yeah, I definitely could have failed, and I was worried, but I wasn't really that worried. Not worried enough not to do it. So you won't know unless you take the chance. You just gotta believe in yourself and know that
And where did that self-confidence and self-love come from, knowing that you said you were like, you lived on a road that was like a disaster for you, that was like you could have been in a ditch somewhere?
Really, it was.
How did you find that self-love and that confidence?
Didn't have that confidence. Didn't have that self-love either, and that's where it comes down to having someone believe in you when you don't believe in yourself.
Wow. So connection is so important. And that's why this podcast is so important, because it helps you connect with people and understand that it's okay to be afraid. You can do it afraid. It's okay to have a little doubt, but that extra push sometimes is what you need. Or just having someone in your corner or being inspired. So like, thank you so much for this interview today. I think I want to end, I always like to end with you putting out there what you're manifesting so that we can be on board and just believe that for you. So like, what's something that you can tell that you want, an advice you can give anyone that's trying to live something and do something they love? By the way, I did want to say that Tracey also does, I think, all the artwork in your shop. Like, you do the painting on the walls.
Yeah.
There's like painting and murals all over the place. They're so beautiful. I think you can see one to the left side of her. Did I do this? I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, I think you can see one over there. But she has some on the outside. I mean, this shop is just, it's beautiful. And I know that's your touch on this place, right? So what would you give advice to people out there? And where do you see yourself going? Like, what is something that you want to continue to achieve?
Well, I would like to, the next shop had a garage on the shop so I could paint motorcycles.
Ooh.
But that's the goal. So another Mystic Moon that I can paint motorcycles.
So the name of the shop is Mystic Moon. And what's the advice you would give to someone who is afraid to live their dream and their passion?
You can be as scared, you can be terrified, you can just be scared as shit, but you won't know unless you take the chance. So there's always a chance of failing. There's a chance of failing in 10 years of success, and there's a chance of failing. But if you try your best every single day, you'll get there, and you won't fail because you won't let yourself fail. You just tell yourself failure is not an option.
Yeah,
right?
I love that. Failure is not an option. And failure can look like so many things to so many people, just like success can look like so many things to so many people. But I have been a business owner, like 5 different businesses, and I would say I lost interest in it, or I opened it just for the time being that my kids were a certain age and it was convenient at that time. But like, I know for myself, I've been like ugly cry on the floor, like, I cannot do this. Like, I don't know where to go. I don't know where the money's gonna come from. Have you had those moments in the last 7 years?
Oh yeah.
And what made you get up and just open the shop and like? Because if you don't open the shop, they won't come.
Yeah, definitely. There's been moments, like, as an artist, it's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. Like, I could hurt myself and be fucked and be out of work for months, or we could go into a depression, and tattoos aren't food. You don't have to have it.
Right.
So, but we've been fortunate enough to keep doing tattoos and make enough money to survive. So.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of strange because you, like she said, it's not a necessity, but it seems like people will actually take their little bit of money and go get a tattoo
when they're going through.
It'll make them feel better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After hurricane, we're busy. After COVID, busy. So busy. Because those times of darkness, like that pain does make me feel better.
It does transmit, and it does transmit that pain into something else. So you're doing a good work here. So you service humanity.
Yeah.
In your art. And do you think by servicing humanity, that's where you get that good feeling that you're doing something good?
Definitely.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's beautiful. Is there anything else you would like to let anyone to know about you that I've not asked and you just feel like it's important for people to know?
Well, I think you got it.
Yeah. I want to give you a big hug. Okay, and how can we bless this woman? Her store again is Mystic. Go ahead.
Mystic Moon Tattoo.
And it's located in Port Charlotte, Florida. If you're coming from out of state to get a tattoo by Tracey, she's amazing. She's done my tattoos. She's done my beautiful dragonfly. Very spiritual for me. Actually, she's done my spiritual tattoos. I'll give you a quick short story. I had a sister who I love very much who's transitioned, and she was born with a birthmark. And Tracey did do my face tattoo, and it was the birthmark my sister was born with. And she did that one because she believed in what I was getting it for. So not only is she an artist, but she has her ethical and moral beliefs, and she does not stop with her she doesn't let her artist and her being a tattoo artist stop her and her beliefs. Like, right. She continues to have those beliefs even while in the shop.
Definitely.
So, like, if there's someone to get a tattoo from, I would recommend Tracey, because you're going to be satisfied. She will draw it out. She doesn't only just, like, print something and put it on you. If you want something, she will stand there and sketch it out, and she's pretty fast. I don't know how she's so artistic. I wish I had that ability to draw like that. I'm more abstract artist.
Career in tattooing is just like any other career. You practice it, you learn, and you get better, and that's how you do it.
But she's so fast. I don't think this poor woman has put a needle to me and it's hurt. Like, she's very soft. She's not heavy on the hand, and she understands the skin. Because tattooing, you have to understand how the skin feels when you're doing it, right? And not going too deep. Yeah. I've gotten scarred by many tattoo artists. They've gone too deep, got keloids. But with Tracey, I can feel that she feels the skin while she's doing it. So if you're in Port Charlotte area, Florida, come to her shop. Her prices are extremely reasonable. And why do you do that? Like, you're probably the most reasonable artist I have ever gone to.
Well,
when it comes to prices.
I'm not trying to get rich or anything. I'm just trying to...
What would be wrong with getting rich?
I am happy. I'm content, and I like giving my clients good deals, you know? Like, I don't have to charge the absolute max for... Like, yesterday, I did a tattoo. It took 6-8 hours. I could have charged $1,000, but I charge $800 because, you know, who needs to make more than $800 in a day? And
Tracey's work is worth $2,000 for an 8-hour, 6-hour job.
Well, I mean, honestly, we're supposed to charge by the hour, but like I said, like, I'm not greedy, you know, like, I'm working really hard, doing my best, and I hook my clients up best I can, reasonably. So that makes her a humble, beautiful soul, and that's why I want to interview her, because she's a goddess, she's a fierce woman, and she's also a very delicate, soft, loving, sensitive person, and she's a great mother. She's a great wife, and she's a boss bitch. Can I call you a bitch? Because she's a boss bitch. She gets it done. She doesn't complain. I may hear her complain every now and then, but then she always backs it up. Complain.
She will back it up that she's grateful, and she wouldn't change it for a thing. Yeah. So, Mystic Moon, your Instagram?
Mystic Moon Official.
Mystic Moon Official.
Oh wait, Mystic Moon _ Official.
Okay, I think if we put Mystic Moon Official, you'll see her. Is it your face? What's your picture?
I think it's me sitting outside with the Mystic Moon shirt on.
So her in front of the shop with her Mystic Moon, and her logo is super cool. It has like the moons on it and says Mystic Moon. I'll put that in the description. Hit her up, show her some love, and come get a tattoo by her. It's amazing. Her prices are amazing, and she will work with you and create the vision that you're trying to get. She did that with me. We realized that what I wanted wasn't going to fit on my head. We didn't want it like hanging on my face. She's very good at placing tattoos where they should be placed. So thank you, Tracey,
right,
for
thank
this
you.
interview. I'm so thankful for it. And it's crazy because like I called her today and it was like, I want to do an interview with you, and she's like, okay. And then 4 hours later, we're here. I was thinking like 2 weeks, a week. So thank you for your time. Time we never get back. Time is money. Time is energy. So thank you for your time. And you guys reach out to her, blow her up. And if you like what you're seeing, subscribe, share, like, repost. Let's get this out there for people who need it. One love. You want to say anything to them?
Bye.
Come get a tattoo. Come get a tattoo.
Yeah.